Jesus Trilogy, Book 2, Then There Were Two, Chapter 5. And how are you, my young man, on this fine sunny day? Great, sir, Judas answered. Can I get you anything? Coffee, tea, biscuits, maybe some bacon and eggs? The aroma of the breakfast pervaded the room, releasing the overwhelming urges to fulfill Judas' appetite. He was not a big man, but had a voracious appetite. He had often tried to determine which of his body's natural urges was the strongest: food, money, or sex. Well, love. He always came up with the same answer: money. He was to meet Gentile, his love, in a half hour for breakfast, but he couldn't resist his own appetite. That was Judas' main problem. He didn't run his body ran him, but he wouldn't do anything about it. He would just have to enjoy life. He was who he was. A leopard certainly couldn't change his spots. Or could it? Your Highness, the waiter queried, standing at attention. Ching was not a king, but was probably more powerful than any king save Caesar himself. Bring this gentleman a full breakfast with double portions, Ching said. The butler turned on his heels and marched straight to the kitchen. Whoa! Judas held up his hand. I can't eat double. You will need all your strength. Confucius say, man eat large breakfast, accomplish large things. Really? Judas played along. Confucius must have been an extremely smart man. The wisest ever. Even wiser than Solomon? Who is this Solomon? Judas was spared further explanation as his breakfast arrived. The butler carefully placed 7 large silver dishes on a cloth he had laid on the center of the massive marble table. Each was very warm, and each was covered with a polished silver cover. One by one, the butler lifted each cover, allowing Judas to view the cuisine. Judas' eyes widened, his mouth watered, and the juices flowed rapidly into his stomach. Maybe food is better than money, he said under his breath. Sorry, what did you say? Ching asked. Oh, nothing, he continued after clearing his throat. Great food. Confucius say a man who mumble leads a camel's life. Sorry, I was just saying how wonderful the food looked. Excellent chef. Comes from Gaul. Highly recommended by honorable friend. What does the camel mean? I don't get it. Oh, camel's life filled with many humps. Humps? Many ups and downs. Ah, yes. Judas took a bite of the honey biscuit. That would be me, he thought aloud. Maybe if I didn't mumble, my life would even out. He would experiment and see. Maybe there was something to this Confucius business. Look at Ching, he thought. He was one of the richest, most powerful men in all the world. Judas continued to eat as Ching sipped his tea. You better eat, sir. The food's great, and you could use a little extra muscle. Ching ignored the comment. Then he said, So did the boys take offer? Yeah, I mean they will. It's all locked up. 25 fish per shekel. The agreement was that I would offer them 20. Oh, yeah, 20. Sorry. Sweat rapidly beaded up on Judas' forehead. You have a signed contract? Well, no, but they'll sign it. Some weren't there, so Peter wanted to talk to his brother and the twins. But they'll sign, Judas said confidently. Good, Ching said, holding his cup in gesture. Judas did the same as he squirmed in his chair. I'm sure they will sign, boss. I'm meeting them in an hour. His appetite had suddenly deserted him. A wave of nausea lapped at his gastric antrum. Maybe I should send one of my legal representatives with you, Ching said. Oh, no, that won't be necessary, sir. Judas rose, his plate still half filled. Thanks so much for the great breakfast. With that, he strode out of the door and was gone. Ching shook his head. He had somehow hoped that maybe this young man could be his successor. The more he got to know him, the more sure he was that Judas was not the man for the job. He would be useful, but could never be trusted.